AITA for not letting it go when my car got totaled. I 17 am a senior in the southern US. The towns near mine are small, so my town and two others combined to make the high school. There are elementary, middle schools in all three towns though, so I hadn't met many of the people there until 9th grade. Last Thursday, when I got to school, there were 2 open parking spots next to each other, so I parked there. Everything was fine until the end of the day. My friends, Mark and Joe, were coming over to my house, but we got to my car and I saw it was wrecked. Both of the left side doors were dented all the way from the back to the front. My side view mirror was completely gone, my left tail light was smashed, and the bumper was hanging off. Neither door on the left could open, so I couldn't get in. The car that had parked next to me was gone, but whoever was there did it. Mark, Ken, Joe were shocked and I was kneeling in disbelief. I called my dad and he said to stay there and he'd leave work. He called the police, but I was still in shock, so he talked to them before they asked me what happened. I told them what I knew, which was not a lot, and they drove me home, while my dad talked to them for a little while longer. Me, Mark, and Joe went back to mine, and my dad came home a little while later. He said they'd see what they could do, but there are no cameras in the parking lot, so there was no video. Then, Mark yelled he knows who did it. He had texted his GF and told her about my car, and she said she saw a girl, Annie, driving and the right side of her truck was ruined. Joe had texted his brother and he said that he saw Annie parked next to me since her truck is bright red. Annie lives in another town, but she seemed fine. We weren't friends, but we knew similar people, so we hung out sometimes. Annie has a massive pickup truck, but she doesn't really need one. Her mom's a teacher, her dad's an elementary principal, and Annie works at a grocery store. Me, Mark, and Joe drove over to Annie's house to see if her truck was damaged. Her truck was in her driveway, her right headlight was broken, and her right doors were scraped. Annie ran out of her house and I asked if she hit my car. She freaked out and was yelling. Her dad ran up and said that he'd call the cops if we didn't scram, so we left. Friday morning, I got called into the principal's Mr. S office. Annie, her dad, and her uncle the police chief were there. I tried to explain and ask if I could call my dad, but the principal said that they have a zero-tolerance policy for harassment and I was suspended. They told me to leave and the principal told me to just let it go and then I can go back. I texted my friends and most of them told me Annie is crazy and they're with me, but some told me that I should chill cause Annie didn't mean to hit my car. So, AITA, should I have just let it go?